Welcome to Mishna study Moed Katan Perek Aleph Mishnah He. Over here, Mishnah, we're going to discuss inspecting tzaraat, right, negaim, on the holiday, right? Again, on Chol Moed. Everything over here is Chol Moed. So Rabbi Meir Omer, ro'in et negaim b'moed, right? You see negaim, right? The kohen can come ahead, and what's important about tzaraat is that it's not just the tzaraat that makes someone tameh. The kohen needs to declare it tameh for the person to become tameh. So Rabbi Meir says you could see negaim on Chol Moed lehakel but lo leachmir, only to say, oh, he's tahor, but the kohen cannot say that he is tameh. Why? Because you can make him sad. You can make him sit on the moed. What's interesting is okay, before we go there, Chamim say not to be, you can't. If you're gonna see it, you have to say what it is. Right? So you cannot go ahead and say, I'm only gonna say if it's good, good if it's good, but if it's no good, I'm not gonna say anything. You can't do that. Okay, so you're not allowed to see it at all, according to Hachamim. Now, Rabbi Meir says you can see it, only lahakil. Now, when is this talking about? This is talking about the second time around. Rabbi Meir also agrees in the first time around, right, that you're not supposed to see it, right? That it can happen multiple times. The Kohen looks at it, he's not sure, he lets him go 7 days, and he looks at it a second time. Rabbi Meir is talking about that second time, right? Not that first time. The first time, Rabbi Meir agrees to Hachamim, and that's why it's important that Harambam's Girsa over here has Negaim B'Moed. He doesn't have the word Batehila. Right? But Tehillah actually makes this a lot more complicated and confusing based on the Pirush we just said. That's basically the Gemara's Pirush, right? So Rambam's Girsa makes a lot more sense than other Girsaot over here. Ve'od amar Rabbi Meir, another thing Rabbi Meir said, again, continue on the concept of sadness. We don't want people to be sad on Chol Moed, right? So Rabbi Meir says, first, it's allowed to gather his parents' bones, right? Meaning a lot of times what they would do is they would bury the dead, and then later on, after the flesh wore away, they would take them, carry the bones, put them in a or of a jug, and put them away in a more contained area, buried for life. Right? That's how they would bury way back in the times of the Mishnah. And over here, the Bimir says a person is allowed to gather the bones of his parents. Right? Because he's happy. He's happy to form this mitzvah. Yosef says no. It's morning. It's morning for him. And last halacha over here, lo yorel al meto velo yispidenu kodem laregel shloshim yom. Person should not try to remember, the dead, and not to be maspid. Don't eulogize the dead 30 days before the regel, because you go into the regel, into the holiday, being sad, right? And all this time Mishnah is really to prevent someone from becoming sad on the holiday. Halacha is not like Rabbi Meir in both of the things that he said.